Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Rivera. Today we are going to be talking about self-portraits, right? Which you can say are the original selfie. Okay, so what is a self-portrait? Self-portrait is a drawing or painting of yourself. It could also be a photograph. So if you were to take a selfie, that would be considered a self-portrait. So if I draw a picture of someone else, that's called a portrait. But if I draw it of myself, then that's a self-portrait. Okay, so artists have actually been creating self-portraits for hundreds of years. Some of the reasons why is they were able to depict themselves. Before that, artists were usually considered anonymous, which means that no one knew who painted things. It was just considered a regular job. After a while, artists began adding their names to their art and began getting recognition. Okay, this also allowed them to advertise their painting skills to potential patrons. So essentially, a patron is someone that would hire them to paint something. So if they can show people how good they are by drawing themselves, that might get people to want to hire them to do artwork for them. Okay, so the picture down here, this is one of the earliest self-portraits ever made by an artist named Jan van Eyck back in 1433. So that was a long, long time ago. Okay, so mirrors are very important for self-portraits. It's a way for you to be able to see yourself in order to draw yourself. And one of the reasons that we did not see a lot of self-portraits before Van Eyck was because mirrors used to be very expensive. Only rich people had them. Eventually, mirrors became cheaper. More people could afford them, even artists. And artists were able to use themselves as a model for their art rather than having to pay someone to pose for them. Okay, so Albrecht Dürer, one of my favorite artists, he was one of the first artists to do self-portraits over the course of his life. So what that meant was that he, every couple of years, would draw a picture of himself. So you're able to see how he looks throughout his life. Something that normally would be very hard because back then they did not have cameras. So this is a self-portrait he did when he was 13. Um, Here we see him self-portrait with a pillow at age 20. Here's him at age 22, and then at age 28. So you can kind of see how he improved as an artist and how his style changed throughout the years. Rembrandt did the same thing about 150 years later. So he actually did it from age 20 to 63, and you can see how he progressed, how he looked throughout his life. Vincent van Gogh also did it. And one cool thing about his is that it actually shows you his style. So if you look at the background, you can see a similar style to one of his most famous paintings, which is called Starry Night. Okay, so what we are going to do today is we are going to create our own self-portrait. So one of the things that we want to make sure that we do is that we use a mirror because you want to be able to look at yourself to draw yourself. If you don't use a mirror, you're trying to draw from your memory, which can be very hard. If you don't have a mirror handy, you can use your phone or a webcam. So just set it to selfie mode so you can see yourself. You will then draw yourself and color it in. Since you do have a week, you have time to do a full color illustration of yourself. Okay, so one of the most important things is we want to make sure that we have the parts of the face. Okay, we don't want to make sure that we don't forget our noses or eyebrows or hair. So I want to very quickly go over the different parts of the face. And these are things that you want to include in your drawings. So we have the hair, pelo, eyes, los ojos, eyebrow, la ceja, nose, nariz, mouth, boca, ears, orejas, and chin, barbilla. Okay, so we want to make sure that when we do our drawing, we include all those parts of our face. That's what I'm going to be looking for. All right, boys and girls, so I'm going to show you guys how to create a self-portrait. So what I want to do is show you how to draw a basic face. I don't expect yours to look just like mine, but you want to try your best that you include all the parts of the face. So this is my little example I made. I have all the parts of the face. I labeled them. You don't have to do that, but this way I can have this as a checklist to make sure that I included all those. Got my paper here.
So to draw your self-portrait, it's very important that you include that you're using a mirror. If you don't have a mirror you can do what I did, where I'm using my webcam. So as you can see, there's me. Hello. Okay, unfortunately my camera is in front of my face right now, but I will be kind of looking around to draw. Okay, so I'm going to begin. All right, so the first thing I want you to realize is your face is not a circle, it's an oval. So we want to make sure that our head is an oval shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw kind of like a letter U. So a big giant letter U. So that's going to be my head. I'm now going to draw my neck. And I'm only going to show my shoulders. So just have two lines that curve down. Okay, so that'll be good enough. All right, so now I'm looking at myself. Okay, so first thing I'm going to draw my eyes. So how you draw your eyes, up to you. I'm going to draw my eyes kind of like a cartoon. So you can do a cartoon version of yourself. You just want to make sure that it looks like you. So if this looks like me, then I did it right. Okay, so there's my eyes. Now I want to include my eyebrows. Okay, my nose. So I did my nose kind of like a letter J. And my mouth. All right, so I'm looking at it. Am I done? Let's see. Oh no, I forgot my ears. So to draw ears, you can draw them as kind of like a letter C, backward C. Okay, I'm going to draw my hair. So my hair is looking a little messy. I need to get a haircut. Okay, and so I did draw everything. I got my nose, eyes, eyebrows, chin, mouth, ears, hair. But it seems like I'm missing something, which would be my beard. Okay, and let's see. Very last thing, I'm going to draw my glasses. Okay, so let's compare. So I would say that looks like me. All right, so now I'm going to decorate my background. So I'm just going to draw some shapes. Okay, so what you would do next is, for the sake of time, I'm not going to color it in, but you will. Okay, so you can use crayons, colored pencils. Now, I know a lot of people might not have skin tone colored, so that's okay if you just leave your face blank. You can at least color your shirt, and you can color your background. Make sure you take your time, that you are drawing and coloring neatly. And when you're finished, you know the routine. Take a picture, upload to Google Classroom before Friday.
Okay, when you are finished with your drawing, you can color it in, you can decorate around it. These examples, they just use patterns, but you can draw other things around it, things about yourself, if you like. Okay, and you want to make sure that you take your time and make it nice. This is very, very important. Now that things have changed, you only get one assignment a week, which means that you should be spending a little more time on that one assignment. One of the things I suggest you can do is spend one day drawing your face and then take a break or wait the next day to color it. When you are finished, you want to make sure to take a picture and upload it to Google Classroom by Friday at the latest. It's very important. I'm submitting this assignment on Monday, so you will have 5 days to work on this. Anything turned in after Friday will be considered late. Okay, so If you have any questions, you can always contact me during my office hours, or you can send me a message on ClassDojo or Google Classroom. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson, have fun, and I will talk to you next time.